Alrighty, so obviously you already know the only thing that's probably going to be talked about is the collab with Evangelion and Nikke. Obviously I do think it's going to become a bit hectic just because of like all the recent stuff that has happened with Nikke. I'm really seeing like this tweet from my boy Safai, and it's like, if you really consider it, it's like, let's read it. So he says, so far, the Evangelion collab has 3 limited banners, multiple skins per character. That's leaks though, but we'll see. No English voice, only JP. I honestly don't know why people keep defending Shift Up when it comes to this shit updates, but hey, to each their own. Now, obviously, when it comes to skins, like I'm gonna kind of address all these things with Nikke's just Nikke's, how Nikke is in general, how collabs are and all that stuff, right? I'm just gonna go over all these with how, just Nikke is itself. When it comes to them having 3 limited banners, I guess I'm gonna give my opinion on that, but don't mind that. I was watching the Tech Tone video. But I have a poll up right now where you can go ahead and vote, right? The reason why I do these community reactions is, 1, a video. I'm gonna keep it blunt with you guys. It's a video. But 2, it's also to kind of get an idea of how much people are, happy or actually sad about said update, right? So, or said thing that comes with the update. It's not just like a useless thing. So if you guys want to go ahead and vote on the community poll, by all means, go ahead and vote there for if you are actually happy about us having 3 SSR Evangelion collab banners in Nikke or not, right? Now, obviously, when it comes to them having 3 SSR banners, it's kind of crazy to me. It is. I'm not mad about them having 3 SSR banners, but what I'm like kind of like, why are you even doing that, is because I know for a fact we're not going to be getting a boatload of multis. I'm sorry, Nikke is not going to give us, I promise you, for this update, they're not going to give us that much multis. We're definitely going to get 1 for the event, right? We're going to get 1 from the event shop, and then maybe we'll get another one from top grossing, if we do get top grossing, or best sales, whatever you want to call it, right? But for 3 banners, I always said this about Nikke too. If they're gonna have 2 banners, they should give a minimum of 2 multis, right? 1 multi for each banner. I don't think that's crazy. I think that's, generous. Now, at the same time, us having 3 banners is quite like scary, because it's like, you're not giving us enough multis for all 3 banners, first off, and then it's like, are we gonna have events within this event, like a switch feature? I'm not sure, because they wouldn't have 3 banners and then also in another event. Like, they're not gonna drop Mari's banner and release that with a new event, right? So I don't know if we're gonna have a switch feature or anything like that. Did Mari need to be an SSR? Obviously, I don't think she did. Obviously, I do know what happens in Evangelion with this character. She's I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, just because, like, obviously I know you guys probably might go watch Evangelion or something now because of the Nikke collab, but this character she does have relevance, right? But even still, I don't think what ends up happening in the show with this character should be a reason why she became an SSR. And another thing that I'm already not gonna like is if they have 3 SSRs and then they're not going to make Misato probably the reason. Like, this is surprisingly, chat, I know this might sound crazy, but Misato is probably the most hyped character out of all of these. And I know that sounds crazy because, Rei, Asuka, these are main characters, but Misato is also a main character. This is like probably the most important, most hype character out of all 3 of these characters. So for her to get nothing besides just being in the story, and she's a female character, is quite crazy. But then again, it's like, I get it, right? They're gonna have these girls actually fight. The ones from the Nerve, is that what they're called? The Nerve Squad or whatever. They're gonna have these girls actually fight. I get it, right? So I'm not gonna like tee up real mad or real bad, but I do know a lot of people want, obviously, Misato to be a playable character. My biggest fear is that just they're having 3 banners and they're not going to be giving enough currency for a lot of the players, right? For me, I'm not too worried personally, but just in general, I don't think they're going to be giving I don't think they should be putting out 3 banners if you're not going to give like a boatload of multis, right? I don't want to say they have to give 50, they have to give 60 or whatever yada yada. They don't have to give all these crazy amount of multis, right? But give us at least one. Give us like not one, at least one. Give us like at least 3 multis for not like day one, but as the event goes by, give us a decent amount of currency so that we could summon or have the chance to summon on all 3 banners. You guys got to remember, y'all, these are collab banners. It's still 50-50. It's 4% 50-50. So if you get an SSR, it's not hard for you to get an SSR first multi. Right, and then if it is if you do get it first multi, it's 50-50. Either you get the character or you don't get the character. It's really not that hard. So when it comes to 3 banners, right now that's like my little take on it. Obviously there's a bit more, but I'm kind of saving that for this video right here when I do that. Right now, multiple skins per characters. It's leaks though, but we'll see. Now there are a lot of here. I can actually show you guys because he also posted it. There are a boatload of okay, hopefully not to character, buddy. Yeah, okay, here you go. All right, there are a decent amount of skins in the game. As you guys see, you have Ray has these skins right here. So you have this right here, which is her most likely free outfit, and then paid outfit. You guys gotta remember, these outfits are not all going to be paid for, right? I know it looks like there's a boatload, but guaranteed this skin, and this skin are free skins. Guaranteed. This skin, the school skins, are all free skins, right? And honestly, I think people would actually prefer to have the school skins with these characters, right? Because they're completely different from the actual skin. So you can either have them in their fighting skin or you can have them in their school skin, right? And that's the free skin, 1,000,000%. Now the paid for skin is going to be obviously this little summer one for Ray, which is probably going to be event pass. This one here is probably going to be an event pass, or it could be free, I'm not sure. And then this one is going to be a paid for, and this one is a gacha costume. This one right here over my webcam is a gacha costume. So one thing I already know what's going to happen is a lot of players are going to complain about us getting another gacha costume, especially right, you know, Marciana has one right now. Before Marciana was Viper, and now it's like, you know, the collab. I think that everybody knows that collabs are guaranteed going to get a gacha costume skin, so it's like, I just don't know why they put Marciana's out. Right, like I know when it comes to Nikke lately, it looks like they're doing all. When you look at how they're moving, it looks like they're testing out stuff. Like these practices are happening now, right? They've never once had 3 SSR banners, and now they're trying it out. They're putting out more gacha costume skins for no random. Like to let you someone tell me why Marciana got a gacha costume skin. You can't tell me. And don't say, oh, but she's a part of the event, because they've never done that before. Just randomly on a regular update. No, they've never done that before. Well, I don't want to say they've never done it before, but as soon as they did, right after Viper's gacha costume skin, come on, y'all. Like, I think Marciana's is as clear as day. They just slapped it out there. I think that's as clear as day, right? Because it's like, I think that's just as clear as day. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But obviously, when it comes to, you know, the collab, it's meant to get a gacha costume skin. Not obviously multiple skins. I say it all the time, and I'm gonna say it again. Skins do not matter unless you they don't matter. They don't do anything in this game besides change the way the characters look. So even if Nikke puts out 50 skins for one character, if you're not gonna buy it, then it doesn't matter. That's just how I see it personally, right? Obviously, if it's a problem that like they're putting out a boatload of skins, sure. But for me, how I just genuinely see it is, if I'm not buying the skins, none of the skins matter, right? And I'm not gonna buy none of these skins. I could care less about the Evangelion skins, right? Because the reality, if these characters are not good, then I'm not using them, right? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna buy skins for characters I'm never going to use because they're a collab. Look at Emilia. I'd never use Emilia, right? How many people don't like? There's a lot of people who never use Emilia and bought her gacha costume skin, and it was a knockoff. It was just AIDS outfit on her. It's a waste of money. You see how that's how I see when it comes to skins. You see how that works? Amelia's a character that nobody uses. People bought her gacha costume skin because it was a collab one, and nobody uses her ever. Like, nobody uses Amelia. So now you wasted your money for a skin because you're not getting anything out of that skin, and you're not even using the character. that's just how I see it. I see it as a waste of money. You know what I mean? So if I'm never gonna use Asuka past this point, I'm satisfied with the free skin, right? The school outfit is, I'm satisfied with the free skin. But if for me, how I see it is, if the skin isn't like, if I'm not using the character, the skin is pointless. It's just how it is. But yeah, I do think obviously them having as many skins is quite, I mean, it's not like it's all that bad, because it's like this one you spend $20, it's a battle pass, right? You get a few multis, regular and advanced banner, you get multis, like you get, you know, upgrade materials and the skin, right? And the same thing is probably gonna happen with Mari. The only one that you're gonna have to worry about is probably just even like you're gonna get rewards from them as well. Only the gacha costume skin is outrageous. Everything else is like $20 for like a decent amount of multis and the skin. I think that's kind of like, you know, I don't think that's a problem. But if you don't want the skin, then don't get the skin. I just think that simple. No English voices, only JP. Well, Evangelion does have English dub, I believe, but I'm not sure if that matters when it comes to the collab or not. I will say though, it being in only JP is going to be a bit of a yikers, right? Because that means we would have to read, and you know we don't want to read in 2024, Gang W. But this is like I feel like a personal problem. In reality, like I'm not gonna be mad if I have to read the story for Evangelion, right? With Nikke, but I would prefer English. I would, but I don't know if this is like, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really mind. I mean, I would prefer it, but if they don't have it, I'm not gonna throw a fit, you know. And then he says, honestly, I don't know why people keep defending shift ups when it comes to shit updates. They do have a lot of shit updates. And okay, let's see this. Yeah, I've made multiple comments about this lazy collab. Yeah, Shikinami is a clone of Asuka. Okay, I don't even think I did that. Like, okay, Misato reduced to SR or NPC jail. Well, I don't think Misato would have been an SS. Like, even if you want me to be honest, like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? I think if we all like genuinely look inside our hearts, for anybody who actually watched Evangelion or knows anything about it, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Even if they were to have 2 SSRs, Misato was never gonna be that. You know, Rei was guaranteed getting one, and you know Asuka was guaranteed getting one. So like I'm obviously trying to like make it known that Misato should not be, if they're gonna have 3 SSRs, Misato should get something out of this collab. If Mari was an SR character, then by all means I would stop complaining. I would not say anything about Misato. But her being an SSR is like, now who's the SR? What's the free character? Right, that should be Misato. But in reality, we're not gonna act like Misato was never gonna get an SSR character. Never. Not when Rei and not when Asuka are in this. Like, come on, be for real, right? If you really are going to be like, you know, unbiased, if you're really mad about Misato, let's consider the fact that you knew Rei was gonna get the SSR, you knew Asuka was gonna get the SSR. It's like that all the time. These girls are the ones who are fighting. How are you gonna have Misato over the girls who are actually fighting the angels? Come on, make it make sense, people. But obviously, if you're upset about Misato not getting a playable character, by all means. But in reality, you know it was always going to be these 2 over her. That's just how it is. That just makes sense, actually. So yeah. But honestly, I'm not really too sure. I'm not like excited for the collab like that. I'm not like not excited or anything like that, but at the same time, it's like I do feel like right now it is looking a bit iffy. Kind of just getting a bit more scared, right? We have 3 SSRs. They have a decent amount of skins for just 1 collab, and it's like, I think what it is for me mainly is that they're all kind of close to the anniversary, right? So yeah, I don't know if Nikke is testing out practices and stuff, but like a lot of stuff lately has been like very different. Like Nikke is doing stuff that is just like to test it out type stuff, right? I genuinely believe Viper only got a gacha costume skin to promote the favorite. Like they dropped the favorite item with a gacha costume skin to make a quick buck out of it, right? Not a quick buck out of it because they don't need to make money, but I feel like they did that to test and see how it would be, right? I don't think they did that for any like valid reason. I feel like they did that literally to just test out how people would react to, you know, a character with a favorite item getting a gacha costume skin, right? And a lot of people bought Viper's outfit as well, so keep that in mind as well. overall, so far, I think the collab is cool, but I just want to see what else comes with this event, right? Because it's definitely going to be a big event if it's a month and they're having 3 banners, right? We're going to see. My biggest issue really is just the currency, distribution that they give out for this event. Other than that, I think everything else is cool. But I think this is okay to I think you can be upset about the 3 banners. I think you can be upset about multiple skins if you are someone who's going to get them. I just never understood the point of complaining about skins you're not going to get, right? Obviously you can have your opinion on them, but you shouldn't be mad about it, right? If I'm never gonna get a gacha costume skins, but I don't like the gacha costume system, I can complain about the gacha costume system, but I'm not gonna expect them to do something about the gacha costume system. Well, would I? I guess I would, right? Because if they made it better, then maybe I would start spending, right? I don't know. But hey, you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous, and I'm out. Peace.